of 2006, we understood this. There's this organ industry in China where they're using the prisoners of conscience. They're using the Falun Gong for basically as unwilling organ donors as part of, like you said, kind of genocidal or quasi-genocidal behavior. One of the pieces of evidence that they found in 2006 was that there are actually newspapers in America that are advertising, I can get you a new heart in 2 weeks. How can that, so you want the first legislation that was created against this. This was in Israel. Head of the Israeli Transplant Association, Yaakov Levi, amazing man. He has a patient that says, hey, listen, I can't wait 2 years for my heart transplant, but they're offering me one in 2 weeks in China. And I've got the date scheduled. And Yaakov says, that's impossible. Like if it's scheduled, he's thinking, he didn't say this, I think, but he's thinking to himself, if it's scheduled, it means someone's being killed for it. How could I know when someone's going to die to do the operation, right? Because someone has to be brain dead and body alive. But the guy goes and gets it done and comes back and says, here I am with my heart transplant. And then Yaakov spends a number of years enacting the first legislation to basically say, we're not going to pay money for these. Israel's not going to pay money for these transplants. But to this day, there's a ton of people who still don't believe or don't want to believe in the reality of this. And there's been a whole China tribunal back in 2020 that was convened to look at all the information, and they say, absolutely, this is happening. And now there's even a survivor